1 second, Brandon. I'm gonna have to change batteries. Don't put the part with the epilepsy of the flashlight in there.
I'm on my skin town shit. I'm on my skin town shit. Skin Town Studios.
Whoa. Hey guys, a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be doing an everyday carry video. Kind of show you guys what I carry around with me. I mean, it could be varying. I don't always carry this stuff on me, but if I know I'm going to be somewhere where I might want to be a little more prepared, this is what I usually take on me. I'm also going to be kind of reviewing the items as I show them off, like what I think. I've been wearing these things around for 2 weeks to a month. I mean, some things more, some things less. So I'll let you know what I think about them. So that'll be, if you see something in the product list that you actually want to know about, you know, stick around and listen, see if it would be a good buy for you or not. Cool. Okay, so we got some of the items here. I guess I'm going to start out with probably the most important. I got my M&P Shield 2.0. And I got some of that Hive technology on there. One of those mag extensions. Makes the, 8-round mag into a 10-round mag. So this will actually hold 10 plus 1. Which that's pretty good for a single stack gun. You know, you got 11 in there. The Hive technology, I think it was about 20 bucks. I recommend it. Just if you want to be more prepared for a situation. I mean, who knows when you'll have time to reload, or, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. So, more rounds, the more prepared. Yeah, I think the Hive technology is a good buy. I mean, it's a little pricey, and it does, I mean, if you're going to conceal this thing off to the side, you know, like maybe 3 o'clock, it does kind of lets you print a little bit more. I don't care for that, but if I carry appendix, I mean, you can't tell at all. And I'll show that later. Hive technology does make a couple other, like a extended mag release and a back plate. I didn't really think those were worth it, so I just painted my own with some nail polish. I mean, I've been carrying the first model shield for probably 3 years now, ever since I got my concealed carry. So 2 maybe, but I really like the shield. I mean, recoil on it, it is a single stack short barreled gun, so you're not gonna. It's not for competition or anything, but to conceal, I think Smith & Wesson really knows what they're doing. Basically, they took everything that people complained about with the first model, and they improved it. So, in this first model, you got this grip. It's just plastic. It's just a formed plastic grip. On this one, you actually got like sandpaper, you know, a little stippling, like the M&P 2.0, the full-size one. That's what it reminded me of. People liked the shield, but the trigger was just god-awful. I mean, it just reminded me of like a Nerf gun trigger. It's just real sticky, and this one definitely has a lot smoother pull and engage, and you can just really feel it click. Yeah, all in all, I like the 2.0. I think that's a good buy. If you like Smith & Wesson products and you're looking for something good to conceal carry, I'd go for it. I got one of these We the People holsters to carry it around in. And you guys are probably saying, if you know anything about holsters, you're probably saying, oh, well, it looks a little big for that. And I actually got the model for the TLR 6, the little light laser that fits on the shield. I haven't gotten that yet because I'm poor, but once that laser's on there, it will click right into place. But even this is pretty nice. It fits in there really nice. And wearing it, I mean, I am actually really impressed with the We the People holsters. They do have these little clips in here. Clicks right onto a belt. I mean, like really well. I like that with pulling. You know, you don't feel like you're going to pull this holster out of your pants with it. And comfortable. I mean, so I just got this a couple weeks ago and I've been wearing it around. And I could really tell the difference. I got one of these cheap leather ones whenever I bought the first shield. Buying my first gun. I didn't really have a whole lot of money, so I bought this to, you know, because I want to conceal carry. I don't want to open carry. I don't want to draw too much attention. But when I first bought it, it was pretty rigid and it was nice. And over the years, obviously, leather just doesn't really hold up. And it's gotten pretty uncomfortable to carry with. I mean, a piece of the gun kind of dig into you here and there. And it doesn't cover as much. Like that lip at the top, that really does help with that back of that gun digging into you. So yeah, I recommend We the People. They have sales going on all the time, and you could get promo codes. But yeah, good quality, and you can get any kind of like print on here. They probably have like a Punisher print. I don't know, who knows? But I carry around 2 mags with me, just 2 of the 7-rounders. I got this mag pouch on Amazon. It's called the AIKATE. I don't know. I really like this foam. I mean, that's really comfy if you do inside the waistband. The only downside is this is kind of like a universal mag. I mean, that's a plus and a minus, so you don't have to buy a bunch. But since it's a universal mag holder, my mags sink all the way down in there. If I had to pull one really quick, I'd be in there, trying to get it out. It's still not super hard. And I guess maybe that's a plus, because whenever you bend over, sit down, and you're carrying appendix, you hate stuff digging into your stomach. And so that folds over, and it'll make it a little bit comfier. For $10, I think it might have been $10. I'll put the link down below for the Amazon. For $10, I think you get 2 of these, so you can hold 4 mags on you at all times. I mean, I just keeping the other ones for maybe my full-size pistol. For what it is, it's a good enough buy. And then to carry, all this stuff, I got one of these Cobra buckles, and I got this off Amazon too. And it is, I think this might have been $15 at the most. It's pretty sturdy. Like, I haven't had any problems with that buckle coming undone when I sit down. And this, I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard to bend. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something a little more rigid. You don't want, I had a floppy belt before, and that was hard pulling sometimes, pulling your gun out. Obviously, this isn't one of those Cobra buckles where this fits through your belt loops. So you have to take this out every time and feed it through and then put it back on. But, I mean, it's not bad if you got enough time. They have about 6 or 7 different options on Amazon. I'll put them down below. One downside that I have found is whenever that's a lot of people complain about that whenever you appendix carry, the stuff digs into your stomach. This little red thing here, man, that whenever I sit down, that digs in my belly. So if you're not wearing an undershirt and you just have bare skin, it rubs on you after a while. And I don't really, I don't care for that too much. For how much I spent on it, I'm not really too upset. Up next is my flashlight, Farpoint. It's kind of just a cheaper, runs on AAA batteries. That's kind of a downside for me. I mean, if I were to get a really nice one, I think I'd want one maybe just a tad bit smaller, because this thing does take up a lot of room in my pocket. And I'd want one rechargeable. I mean, it's neat. It has 3 brightness settings, and then it has strobe feature, which that's kind of neat. That's kind of tactical. And then you got SOS. And this thing is pretty bright. I mean, you can see it illuminates a lot. And you can change the beam size. So that's kind of neat. Like, if you don't want to shine too much light on anything else, just maybe go pick yourself up some at Tractor Supply. Farpoint. A knife is pretty important. I should have done the knife at the beginning. But I've got a Smith & Wesson HRT. I was kind of looking for something fixed blade, something that I could hook on to a vest if I had to, or right on my belt. It's not bad. It's not super big. Downside, only this side is dull. Only this side's sharp. I mean, having 2 sharp sides, sometimes, some scenarios it wouldn't work because you wouldn't be able to put your thumb against it. But I'd like to have another sharp side. But I got these at Tractor Supply. You get this, and you get like a folding knife. I think for $12.50. It wasn't super expensive. It's got a nice rubber handle. It's got holes where you can, string it onto stuff. It's got a nice belt loop. Clip. It's small. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room in my pocket. Smith & Wesson, they make pretty good knives too, I suppose. Looking for like a self-defense pen in a sense. I looked on Amazon, and Smith & Wesson makes one, but the reviews for it aren't very good, and it was 20 something bucks. And I really, like, self-defense pen was probably pretty low on my list of things that I wanted for my everyday carry. So while I was at Walmart, they got this and like one other that are all steel pen. And I mean, this thing, I cannot bend this thing with my thumbs like that. It's pretty tough. I think I got it for $8. What is it? It's a Energel liquid gel pen by Pentel. It has come in handy so many times having a pen. Oh, don't have anything right with. Oh, here we go. And I could stab somebody with it if I wanted to. Up next is this little tactical, they call it a tactical wallet. What are they? Metal Tech Wallet by George. 14 bucks at Walmart. I've been carrying it around with me for about a month. It's got a bottle opener at this end. That's neat. And then they call this a glass breaker. It's kind of sharp. Again, I don't know if you could break glass with it. Maybe I'll do that if we have a video where I have an extra car window somewhere. But my last one was a leather one, and it just wore out so fast, and stuff was falling out of my pockets, falling out of my wallet. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about this one with this one for a little bit. It's, you know, got a metal little like plate here that holds everything in. 14 bucks. I think that's a little pricey for this thing. It's supposed to RFID, like, protect. Around where I live, we live in the country, so it's like, I've never had to deal with anybody trying to steal info out of my cards. Yeah, but again, 14 bucks, a little pricey. I'd put it more down, like 10 or a little bit low. I mean, whenever you're talking dollars, it's not a big deal, but, I got my watch here. It's like a Casio Illuminator or something. It's at Walmart. It lights up. I think I got it for 15 bucks. It's like the WR50M. It does everything I wanted it to. I fought between a couple different options. I like this strap on here. It kind of looks more like woodsy, outdoorsy. I don't like those rubber ones, and they make me sweat. It's got time, date. You can make it military time. It's got the day of the week, like Monday, and it's got the date. That's plus. It also tells you AM, PM. It's got an alarm. I actually learned that the first night. I had that thing go off at like midnight. It woke me up out of dead sleep. So alarm works. It's also got a stopwatch. That was a big one for me. I wanted something with a stopwatch. It's also water resistant. I can take a shower with it on. That was a big one. I think that's it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to answer any questions. You know, we respond to every comment that's left. Tell us what kind of video you want to see us do next. We'd love to hear some, you know, recommendations. We're here to entertain you guys. You know, like our videos, leave a comment. I mean, I cannot tell you how important it is that we need you guys to be supportive. We need subscriptions. We need views. We need you to share it with your friends if you think it's something they might like. So thanks. Bye.